If $17 is equivalent to 266 Egyptian pounds, how many pounds would you get with $121? All right, so let's go with what we know. We know that $17 is 266 pounds, and I'm going to abbreviate pounds. So we need to find out how much $121, how many pounds is that? X pounds. So to do that, we cross multiply. So we know we have 17x, but what we really need to find out is what 121 times 266 is. So I'm going to erase that because I need some space to write this number. So we have let's put 266 up top. 266 times $121. So we have 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 6 is 6, 1 times 2 is 2. Move to the tens place. 2 times 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 2 times 6 is 12 plus 1. 13. Carry the 1. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 equals 5. All right, let's get rid of those ones up there so we don't confuse ourselves. All right, we move on to the hundreds place. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 1 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. We have to add all those numbers together. 6 plus 0 is 6. Plus another 0 is 6. 6 plus 2 is 8. 8 plus 0 is 8. 2 plus 3 is 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. So we have 32,186. So with that number, 17x equals 32,186. So what we have to do now is we need to solve for x. And to solve for x, we need to get x on the side by itself. So we divide both sides by 17. That cancels out, so that gives us x equals 32,186 over 17. So now we need to simplify that. To simplify it, we're going to have to divide 32,186 by 17. So I'm going to erase this because I got a long division problem to do. So we have 17 divided by 32,186. So 17 can't go into 3. 17 can go into 32 one time. That gives us 17. 1 times 17 is 17. We subtract 17 from 32. That gives us 15. We bring this 1 down. That's 151. 151. How many times can 17 go into 151? Let's try 7. That's 49. Carry 1. That's 119. Nope, that's not big enough. Let's try 8. We're going to try 8. Let me get rid of that 4 up there. It might confuse me. Let's see. So that's 56. That's 13. That's 136. That is large enough. So it goes 17 goes into 151 8 times. That gives us 36. 151 minus 136 equals 15. Bring that down. And we know that 17 times 8 is 136. We could add another. So we're going to try 9. See if 17 can go into 158 9 times. So let's do this 9. And let's erase that 3 up there because that's not part of the problem. Alright, so 7 times 9 is 63. Carry the 1. 9 times 1 is 9. Plus 6 is 15. That's good. Alright, 193. 153. And 158 minus 153 is 5. Bring that down. 6. 17 can go into 6 3 times. That's 151. Alright, so we could continue on, but there is no other option that's close to 1,893 besides this one. So that would be the answer. Alright, another word problem. As I always recommend, you read through the word problem first before taking notes. On a recent road trip, Orlando drove an unknown number of miles during his first week. He then drove 15 more miles in his second week, and 24 fewer miles in his third week when compared to the first week. Write an expression that represents the total number of miles that Orlando drove in the 3-week trip. First thing we need to know is how many miles did he drive in the first week? So it says there's an unknown number of miles. So first week is equal to X. Second week, let's see, second week, it says, and he then drove 15 more miles. So in the second week, he drove 15 more miles than he did in the first week. So that would be X plus 15. And then it says, and 24 fewer miles in his third week when compared to the first week. So the third week is going to equal X minus 25. All right, so at least we have our weeks set up. So next, all we have to do is, let's put it in an equation. X, so that's the first week, plus the second week, which is X plus 15, plus the third week, which is X minus 25. All right, we just need to solve for X now. So I'm going to go ahead and erase all of this. And I'm going to rewrite that equation. It's down there. X plus 15 plus X minus 25, which is, so we have our first week. This is our second week. And this is our third week. So we just add week 1 plus week 2 plus week 3. So we have X plus X, and then there's another X, so that would give us 3X. So we're done with the X's, and then we have 15 minus 25, which gives us 15 minus 25 is negative 10. So our answer is going to be 3X minus 10. School shirts cost $6.50 each, and pants cost $12 each. Thomas has $64 for his school uniform. Write an inequality to find combinations for how many shirts and pants Thomas can buy. So first thing we need to do is explain what an inequality is or what it looks like. So if you remember, inequalities go this sign equals less than, then we have greater than, and then we have less than or equal, and then we have greater than or equal. All right, so now that we know that, we know that he has $64 and we know he can't go over $64. So he has a total of $64 to use for his uniform. So whatever we come up with, the combination that we come up with has to be less than or equal to $64. So because of that, we're going to use this inequality, less than or equal to. So now that we know that, we're going to use less than or equal to, we can go ahead and eliminate a couple of these questions or answers here. So we know that it is not going to be greater than or equal to, so we need to figure out which one it's going to be. So another thing we know that whatever combination we come up with, it could be equal to 64, but it has to be less than. So our answer is going to be less than or equal to. The table below shows the scores of 5 students at an exam. So we have the name of the students, we have their scores. Which of the following statements correctly describes the above information? Please select all that apply. The range is less than half of the median for this collection. The mean is equal to the median for this collection. There is no mode. The median is greater than the range for this collection. The mean is greater than the median for this collection. So I'm dealing with numbers and range, median, mode, mean. So first thing I need to do is I need to put my numbers in numerical order, starting with 56, 61, 76, 85, and 93. All right, so the mode is the number, a repeating number. So all of these numbers are unique. There are no repeating numbers. So we know that there is no mode. Next thing we can figure out is the range. The range equals the largest number, which is 93, minus the smallest number, which is 56, not 57. All right, we subtract those numbers. So 3 minus 6 you can't do, so you need to take one from the tens place. Bring it over. 13 minus 6 is 7. 8 minus 5 is 3. So we know that the range equals 37. So we have the range. All right, next one we can find is the median, which is pretty easy to find. We just find the number that's in the middle. So this is an odd amount of numbers. So we can just scratch out the smallest number, largest number, smallest number, largest number. So our median is equal to 76. We need to find out the mean. So we found the range. We know that there's no mode. So the mode is the number that repeats. There is no mode. So the last number we need to come up with is the mean. And the mean, or the average, is equal to, you have to add all those numbers up and then divide it by 5 because there's 5 students. So let's do 76 plus 85. That's 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. Plus 8 is 16. So then we can add 93. That's 4. 6 plus 9 is 15. Carry the 1. That's 254. We have 56. 4 plus 6 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 1. Carry the 1. 310. All right, I'm going to bring the 310 over here. Plus, and then the last number is 61. So let me draw the arrow so I know where that 310 came from. All right, 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 6 is 7. 3 plus 0 is 371. So we have all those numbers. When we add all 5 numbers up, we get 371. So what I have to do now is I need to divide 371 by 5 because there's a total of 5 students. So let me go ahead and get that set up. So we have 5 divided by 371. 5 can't go into 3. 5 can go into 37 7 times. 7 times 5 is 35. All right. 37 minus 35 is 2. Bring that 1 down. 5 can go into 21 4 times. 4 times 5 is 20. All right, so our mean is 74. All right, so now we can look through here and let's figure it out. The range is less than half the median. So our range is 37 and half of the median, which is 76. Half is 38. The range is less than half the median. So that's correct. The mean is equal to the median. That is not correct because the median is 76, the mean is 74. So that's a no-go. The median is greater than the range. So we have the median, the range, the median is 76, the range is 37, excuse me. So that's correct. The mean is greater than the median. The mean is 74. The median is 76, so that is not correct. All right, so there's 3 that apply. We have the range is less than half of the median for this collection. There is no mode, and the median is greater than the range. What is the area of a circle with a radius of 9 inches? Use 3.14 for pi. So the formula that we need to use to figure out the area of a circle is pi times radius squared, or pi times radius times radius. So we're going to plug our numbers in. So we have 3.14, and we know that the radius is 9. And that's 81. So this becomes 81. So now what we have to do is multiply 3.14 times 81. And I'm going to erase all of this because I need room to do this multiplication. All right, so when we multiply numbers with decimals, we don't have to line the numbers up. The decimal point comes into play after we get our answer, or we get done multiplying and adding. So let's go ahead and multiply. So we have 1 times 4 is 4, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3. All right, we're going to move on to the tens place. 8 times 4 is 32, carry the 1. 8 times 1 is 8, plus 3 is 11, carry the 1. 8 times 3 is 24, 24 plus 1 is 25. Now we do our addition. 4 plus 0 is 4, 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 1 is 4, 5, 2. So this is where the decimal comes into play. You have to find out how many numbers are behind the decimal place. And we have 2 numbers behind the decimal place up at the top. We have the 1 and the 4 behind the decimal place. So that's 2 numbers. And there are none in the bottom number. 81 is just a whole number, no decimal place. So with that information, we take our decimal place and we go over 1, 2, and put our decimal place there. That gives us 254.34. And then because it's inches squared, or inches times inches, it's inches squared. So our answer is 254.34 inches squared.